Start.
Hello friends, I am going to read a story. That story name is The Boastful Disciple. Long ago, there lived a sage. He was a very learned person. He had 4 disciples, Sonu, Vikram, Nandu and Gopal. He had taught all 4 disciples everything from literature to geography and maths to science. They were refined in all respects. They were also skilled in athletics. But there was one skill that the sage had not taught anyone, and that was the sacred verse. By reacting which a dead person could become an alive. A sage thought the time has come for me to disclose the sacred verse to one of my disciples, or else I will die with this knowledge and no one be able to make use of this skill. But I should choose my cleverest disciple to teach the verse, otherwise this knowledge will be misused. So the sage thought who was the perfect one whom he could trust with this verse was pondering for a while. The sage chose Gopal as his cleverest disciple. He called Gopal aside and told Gopal, I am going to teach you a secret skill, an art of putting a dead person alive. But you must not misuse it. You should use the secret power only for the right purpose. So the sage taught the sacred verse to Gopal. Once the sage sent all 4 disciples to the forest 40 days. They all set out. After a long time, they reached the depth of the forest. They were all very tired and decided to take some rest. While the 3 rested, Gopal did not, as his mind was working very fast. He thought proudly, I am the favorite disciple of my guru and the cleverest too. That's the reason he chose me to teach the sacred verse. But everything is in my vein. If my friends don't realize how clever I am, I should find a way of showing my friends the secret talent which I possess. After resting a while, all of them moved further. They came across a carcass. Sonu said, this must be some animal. Vikram asked, how are you sure that must be an animal? Sonu replied, it's because I have a skill of joining bones together. So Sonu joined all the bones and formed a skeleton of a huge lion. On seeing the skeleton, Nandu said, now I will put the flesh and the blood into the skeleton. In no time, the body of a lion was ready. It looked like ferocious, but only the safe part was that it was not alive. Now Gopal wanted to show off his talent. He said he had been waiting for such an opportunity. He said, all of you don't know that the guru has taught me the skill of giving life to death. So now I will give life to this lion. So just wait and watch while I display my talent. Vikram said, oh no, don't do that. We will be eaten by the lion if he comes to life. But Gopal was not willing to listen. So Vikram quickly climbed up the tree. And Sonu also joined him. Gopal started reacting the verse, and lo, the lion stood alive in front of Gopal. On seeing the lion alive, Gopal realized the blunder he had communicated, but it was too late. Now the lion pounced upon them and tore apart. Vikram could do nothing to help them. He watched helplessly after the lion went away. He took the bodies of his friends, came back to the sage. When the sage heard the whole story, he felt very sad that the disciples had misused their talents, has reacted to the sacred verse and brought them back to life. The sage told his disciples, gaining knowledge is not enough. You should make a proper use of it. This is what makes you clever. The four disciples had learned their lessons and promised never to misuse their knowledge thereafter. Thank you. And